And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 36, Allen. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
56. Max 56. Night, sweetheart. Middle.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
To throw again on second down. Dalton. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Fourth down, Dalton wants to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Dalton now to pass. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And it'll be Dalton again, sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Andy Dalton taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's got room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 27-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Check it out, read.
Singletary going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Allen now on the sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Alert 3, alert 3.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Dalton off play action. On the move to his left. There's Chris Olave. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Flushed out right. This one taken in by Olave. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Dalton sets up play action. He'll buy some time right. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 94 yards rushing now for Singletary, and he's got a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. They find some open field here. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Dalton. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. So Dalton now. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. And a nice gain of 21 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Dalton. Forced out to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Adam Prentice punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
33 yards that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Singletary. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Singletary, they'll run for it. And some room to maneuver. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A give up the middle to Singletary. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. All day. Just like that.
Cook up the gut. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Allen taking it himself, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Allen now on the sneak, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They'll try and run it in. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need to score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Dalton. And this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Dalton. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles.